The Independent National Electoral Commission has sought for journalist observation on processes and procedure of the just concluded 2023 general election, plead with media to share their field experience and solution in order to improve on the forthcoming by-election in Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa states. Speaking at a meeting with the media, Chairman INEC Mahmood Yakubu revealed that the media organizations are permitted to cover elections and electoral activities.
More specifically, and from your practical experience of reporting or analyzing the election, we would like to hear your observations and suggestions on the processes and procedure for, number one, accreditation of media organizations. 2, access for journalists to voting and collation locations on election day. 3, conduct of pre-election activities by the Commission, like voter registration, voter access to polling units, and many more. 4, logistics for the movement of personnel and materials. 5, the Commission's method of recruiting and training of ad hoc staff. 6, conduct of regular and ad hoc staff during elections. 7, security during elections. 8, the role of technology in voter accreditation and result management. And 9, any other suggestion that will improve the conduct of future elections. It is therefore our expectation that you will share your field experiences candidly. We would like to hear from you what the Commission can do to improve future elections in Nigeria. But beyond reporting our activities, we are also convinced that as citizens, you should be part of the discussion for the overall improvement of our electoral process based on your field observations. I want to underscore this point. Today, we are not holding a media briefing or press conference. We are meeting with media executives to tell us what they observed in the field during the last election. Because before you are media executives, before we are election managers, we are above all citizens of Nigeria. And so there must have been things you saw in the field, and you would have asked yourself, how I wish I can meet INEC to tell them. And it is through this kind of interaction, and only through this kind of interaction, that we'll continue to improve on the electoral process in the country. There are many positive aspects of the 2023 general election. At the same time, the Commission admits that there were challenges. The Commission is aware that aspects of the election are being litigated at the various election petition tribunals. While we are careful not to touch on issues that are clearly sub judice, it is appropriate to review the election broadly as enumerated on the agenda for this meeting. Media organizations are also accredited to cover elections and electoral activities. I want to emphasize this, to cover elections and electoral activities. When we do CVR or the expansion of voter access to polling units, these are electoral activities. And when Nigerians go to the polls in a general election, by-election or by-election, you are also accredited to cover these activities.
However, the President, Nigeria Union of Journalists, Comrade Chris Iziguzo, exposed that the media played major role in upholding the pillars of democracy, revealed that the accreditation of media, coverage of election, public enlightenment, voter education, and access to media are the focus of the media.
Focus lies on 4 key areas that have shaped the electoral process. 1, accreditation of media organizations and personnel. The pivotal role of the media in the electoral process cannot be overemphasized. Our task of reporting information with accuracy and impartiality is only possible when media organizations and personnel are accredited efficiently. Coverage of election by mainstream social and online media. In an era dominated by technology, the dissemination of information has transcended traditional boundaries. The 2023 elections witnessed an unprecedented convergence of mainstream, social, and online media in shaping public opinion. As we reflect on our media coverage during this election, let us recognize the power we hold in influencing perspectives and narratives. Public enlightenment and voter education. An enlightened and educated electorate is the backbone of any thriving democracy. Our commitment to public enlightenment and voter education remains unwavering. During the 2023 elections, we undertook the noble responsibility of educating citizens on their rights, the electoral process, and the candidates vying for various offices. Let us therefore take this opportunity to evaluate the effectiveness of our voter education initiative. Access to media, reportage, hate speech, and fake news. While the media plays a crucial role in fostering democracy, we also face challenges that demand our unwavering attention. The rise of hate speech and fake news poses a threat to the fabric of our society. As we review the 2023 elections, let us candidly address the issue of fake news, of hate speech, misinformation, seeking ways to combat them without infringing on the principles of free speech.
Atunla Babatunde, GTV Africa.